we've got to talk about the fuck up, haven't we? So, yeah, the fuck up was gutting, to be honest, on multiple levels.
So Ragnarok, this is its second year in 2023.
It was in a new venue, so we've moved away from East of England Arena in Peterborough.
Like Ragnarok just had the screw up at the end, which I'm almost at the point that I can talk about now. We've decided to do a immediate elimination final. We've done the bodyweight workout, which went down mixed again, like it does whenever you try different concepts. It's always painful as the event organiser because it doesn't matter what you write, you're always going to get some people that like it and some people that hate it.
Taking a picture so I know how it loads tomorrow when I'm on my own.
The crew will change our weights, okay? The light barbell as a separate barbell. The middle barbell will then switch from the middle barbell and roll that in.
The only big issue that we did have was unfortunately the elite women's final.
I didn't know, so I don't know what we can do over 2 rounds. No.
These things happen.
Hopefully we've done the best we can to make sure that people kind of get what they deserve.
Like, how the fuck am I gonna get that at the top? That looks secure, doesn't it? It'll do. Right. Well, I think so, but nothing's been confirmed yet. But it's the dates they released is quarterfinals weekend, which is like the busiest weekend for like a lot of CrossFitters. So I don't know. We've not had confirmation. It's all but that. Rick has mentioned it. Said like nothing's confirmed it, but it's going to be that weekend. And I was like, that's the worst possible week. Like having it on Christmas Day would probably be easier to plan around. But yeah, like I think we're just waiting to see. I think they put something out on our Instagram because we've had to create a new Instagram account. They put something out on ours, like announcing the weekend, and it is that date. It's like they've already put the festival out, because like to the festival, the CrossFit section's like it's nothing to them, is it? Well, not nothing to them, but like it's like something clashing with the calisthenics thing. So like they're not bothered because that weekend's that weekend. So I'm not too sure. I do not know, but all I know is it's on that weekend, which would not be good. Where is the lid for this, Jamie? This is like probably the most expensive box in here. I know, and like it's warped now as well. Like it's fucking on the piss. Claire's gonna lose her shit when she says that. Hopefully, yeah. We're very lucky to have Sean managing that now. So like, she is our volunteer, like coordinator, head of. She just looks after all of them, like from the creating the WhatsApp groups, which sounds like nothing, but oh my God. Trying to say like for every event, say like there's 60 volunteers, adding all of their numbers into your personal phone, and then like creating WhatsApp groups and like trying to keep track of who said they can do it, who can't, who's pulled out, all that kind of stuff. So we have the lovely, lovely Sean who's taken a lot off our hands, and she's, because she just focuses on that so much better than me and Claire doing it. And she's the one who makes like, you get there, they have like little bags, like waiting for them, like thank yous and like sweets and stuff in it, and the little things that count for them really, that unfortunately me and Claire are just like too swamped in everything else to make little pretty bags of sweets and all that kind of stuff.
What's the new venue like?
Very similar style to East of England. Nicer backdrop, because like all the the ceilings and stuff are black. I believe it's been a while since we visited it. But like same sort of big shutters, big roller doors, like open plan. Big room where you've got like, you go through like an atrium, which is going to be boiling because it's going to be 28 degrees. It's on like a big industrial estate which has got like cafes and stuff on as well. So it's not like East of England in the fact of it's in the middle of nowhere. Like there is stuff to do. Like what is this? I can never recognise the fucking logos from Summit Fitness. Food Spring! Well done, Jamie. So yeah, like, but big area like that. I think easy to get to. I think Coventry, well, I know Coventry is much better for me, being like Midlands. But East of England was like, you get a lot of southern people going to it, but like Peterborough is, and even Peterborough Centre was like, still a bit of a trek, wasn't it? And like I mentioned to you about the hotels, like we have to be out by 10:30 on the Sunday. Like there's no wiggle room. Like all our other events, they let us have access to like 8 AM the next morning. So usually we finish loading, like we pack up, so it's nearly done. Go back in for like 6 AM on the Monday morning to load the vans and all that stuff. But we do not have that luxury. But pack down at March Mayhem, which you should have witnessed. Like it was good, wasn't it? Like I think I actually went home that night. We loaded it because, like I said, JTS, like the haulage company that we use, are really good. They often turn up on the Sunday anyway because they're Halifax based, and it's a trek for them. They don't want to have to set off at like 4 in the morning, so they come down the night before and the driver sleeps in the cab. So they come down, and if we're ready to load, like they'll load there and then for us. So they loaded, he went to sleep, and I was like, I'm just gonna go home. So I went home and we met them here the next day. Hello! I know, I saw you drive past. And I was cold in the house, but then I checked my watch and I was like, it's 22 degrees here. I'm about to break my neck here.
We have got quite a lot of tape, it's just white that's going to be a problem.
I've got yellow.
Why have you got tape?
What?
You got yellow tape?
We've got tape for the open. When you sent me the link to the black tape.
Yeah.
So I ordered black tape.
Wait, you can't blame me. I sent you a link to tape where you can choose different colours.
Proper stitched me up. Claire, what's the link for where you get the tape from? Yeah, it's just this black stuff.
For the open, we just use screw
You know when you
fix.
buy clothes, you just buy whatever comes up first.
Size extra small female crop hole, size 3 nanos. Oh, mind you, you are size 3, ain't you? You are size 3. What's Claire on about? He comes down that way. So Claire's saying that he won't get past here because there's a car there. He comes down that way. No, he's pulling down that way, that's good. I think that's him. Yeah, so I'll just stand here. So he'll snake now down here and come round, as opposed to, fuck that job, have you seen that? So the Arctic has 26 spaces. I've booked down for 24, so we should be all right. Because normally we book 26 or 26 and there's always fucking Summit that's too big. Hello! You all right, mate? This is gonna be fun.
Huh?
Almost done.
No, not really. I'm going down straight from here. So, rethinking masculinity, a modern man's guide to succeeding in life. Jeez, Rick. Yeah, because it's only me there in the morning now. Just didn't want to be late. Like getting past Birmingham from Sheffield takes hours. Last time I did it, I was sat in like 3 hours of traffic. So if I was late and there was nobody there, just go to shit, wouldn't it? The technical term.
What's the difference there? We only heard 64, what take 64, 55? 59. So we'd have to take 9 off warm-up.
So for Ragnarok setup, I was the first one to get there. I actually stayed over on the Thursday night just to make sure that I was there in time on the Friday, because we had a few less people to set up for this one. It's always tricky when it's a new venue. You don't really know what to expect. They have, like, each venue has its own rules, so there was lots of different rules that we weren't told about that then, you know, they're sort of sprung on you. So for example, some East of England arena we didn't need to wear high vis or anything. This one decided that we did. We didn't have any. So it's just like a scramble to buy them. But it's little things that are easily solvable, but it's just sort of working each other out and having that first one where it's sort of testing everything and seeing how it goes.
But again, a new venue comes with the struggles of setup takes longer. We don't know what time we're allowed in there from. Sometimes they're a little bit, they say we can get in from 8 AM and we get there and it's unlocked. So all this stuff with a new venue, and then taping the floors, sorting out where vendors are going to go, access points. So when we have 2 floors, we always have the bleacher seating in between to kind of split the floors up, and so there's more places for athletes and spectators to sit. So making sure that could still arrive in and which entrance it arrives from and everything like that. It's just all small little things, but they add up.
This is my happy place.
This is the most unhealth and safety thing I've ever seen.
So we need, the rowers need building, the flags need putting up, they're in there.
Charge barrier
and barrier jackets. Yeah. Feeling good. Never want to jinx things and say they're going well, but we've got a whole floor set up. That just needs tape going down. They've nearly finished putting the rig up. It's going well. It's going well. I have no idea what time it is. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going well. Not a lot's happened in the past few hours, but we'll pick up things. We'll be out by 8, hopefully. So. This is fine. If we have another little gap.
Where's scoring going to be?
Here.
Cool beans.
And then that table will come over as well.
Yeah, good. Where's everything going to be this time? So we've got warm up down there.
Warm-up's in both corners.
Johnny boy, you stealing my deck chair idea? Fucking hell, come up with your own shit, mate. You're doing, lads, yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Nice venue, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. I think, just saying to Claire, like, I'm really happy with, like, I think the black, like, thing all the way around just fucking really makes it a better finish.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Nice surroundings as well outside the. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I wanted to see what it's like, and then I've just said with Claire as well. I think what we'll do is we'll have a word with the venue in prep for the next one, and see whether we can do something with the lighting rigs over the floor and drop the lighting for the rest of it, or if we can lower it in certain areas. Because I think we can really make it look pretty decent. Yeah. Like High Rocks looks really sexy like that, doesn't it? The dark with the like logos popping. So if you've got like, for instance, lit up over here, so all your branding and everything is popping out, and then the rest of it's pretty dark. I think people think it's weird to begin with, but people get used to concepts, don't they? But I think it makes the areas and the stalls stand out shit ton more.
In the end though, a lot of people did show up for setup that hadn't sort of signed up, which was great. And it's right next to CrossFit Faber, so they sent a few of their lot over to give us a hand, and it went really quickly. We managed to sort of have the floors down by about 11:30, which is just unheard of. And it meant that we had enough time to really go into detail on our head judges briefings, do the floor walks with them, and just make sure everyone really understood what to expect from the workouts the next day. And it also meant that everybody got to go home and have like a good meal and a decent night's sleep before the event.
I've not got anything for you, hon. I've got.
Do you want to hold them for me? Do you want to hold them for me? You can be my clipboard. You've got the new greenie clipboard.
Right, ladies and gents, I'm going to do the 6s first, and then we'll move on to the other floor and we'll do the indie ones, okay? So first things first, Battleground, that'll be happening on this floor tomorrow morning. Very similar between indie and 6s. There weren't many questions, we weren't any questions.
So is the holding area,
the mats.
So after they've done that, when 2 go there, the other 2 go to the mat.
They don't have to if they're staying on.
But then it says run and tag in the holding area. So they have to move there, don't they?
Yeah, the idea is they're going to swap round. You wouldn't expect the people off the rig to come here, and it's up to them. Somebody has to go back in, a pair has to go back there to tag in the other pair. Whether that pair comes from the rig or the worm, it's up to them.
Yeah, but they have to be careful because the judges, like, so I was trying to say, and Green's saying the same thing. If the 2 people on, let's say, the last round when it comes to muscle ups are sitting out, they can't go and do the muscle ups.
No.
But someone different is supposed to be doing the muscle ups to who went on the toes to bar and who went on the chest to bar.
Then they'll just have to redo the reps.
Right.
Well, the judges will keep an eye on it. Yeah.
The judges just need to be switched
Yeah.
pairs.
Make
Yeah.
sure.
There was 2 judges for the team workout for guys.
Oh yeah, no, and that's fine. All I'm saying is we just need to make sure that the judges know to tell them, don't leave your 2 people who are supposed to be doing the work off. If you haven't just fatigued
You can only go
yourself
to the rig if you've been on the worm.
Yeah. What if? Yeah, that's where I'm coming from, because I think there's going to be.
What time is that?
No, I mean, I think we're overthinking it.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
No, but I think the athletes will as well.
Right.
And then
There's
I think
not
it's
been
going to
any
go.
questions.
Unless I get the brief right, that's what I'm getting at. I need to get this 100%. Every way they might get this wrong in my head, so that I can answer the questions on the brief. Right. That's what I'm trying to get it round. Because what's going to happen is, I know you're saying 2 stay there, 2 stay there, 2 stay there, but unless we're very clear about what happens, they could go back and potentially, like, the same 2 could come back out and things like that. Like, you can see that they're going to get it wrong.
You said in the brief you could say you split them into 3 pairs. Pair 1 and pair 2 come to here. Then pair 1 go there and back. Release pair 3 to come to the work next round.
Do that.
They do the work. 2 go to
Hold
the
on,
rig.
because I can't hear 3 people talking. What you mean?
The 2 who've gone from who've done the rig work have to go back to the mat. Done. Easy. Because they're not allowed to redo the gymnastics work anyway, so they've just done the rig work, they have to go back onto the mat, so they have to come onto the worm. Then the 2 who've done the gymnastics have to go on the mat, so they have to come onto the worm, and the last 2...
So basically they just need to reverse engineer it for whoever they want doing the bar muscle ups to go last.
Yeah, just do it, it's just simple.
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It don't matter
But that's
who
what I'm saying.
swaps in and out.
I just want to, like, have a flow where they can't get it wrong.
We can refresh again in the morning as well before we do it. Right, other floor, we'll go through the indie ones, are pretty similar, and then we are fini.
Might just re-go through these tonight if possible, just to think of any more of these bits and get them added in the brief, the written bit. Yeah. So where's Soph? Sophie? Where is she? Soph! Fuck's sake. So I think there's two ways that I can think of, okay?
This is cute though, this would look good on photos.
So do what we do at judging the worm.
So
I'm getting slapped in the face.
it's either that or we do feet. I think feet. If we do feet under, and then you just touch the worm, you got a little bit of weight under your toes, which is going to make it easier
I
for
like
him.
the feet and legs over, I think it's fun.
Yeah, but where do you have to touch is my thing on it. So I thought it was cool, but I was going to get him to high five, but you're too close in, aren't you? You can, like...
So everyone,
That is a sit-up standard.
yeah, and then the end point's where everyone's got their hands on the worm.
So you've helped them because they can put a bit of weight under the toes, and you can clearly see as a judge them touching the floor.
Oh, perfect. You just need to see this.
everyone touching at the same time?
Yeah.
So should we do like 5 reps? Really
Plus,
judge us. See if it's easy to judge.
This is the synchro
See if it's easy to judge the top points when they're all touching.
This is going to be the worst part of the documentary.
Right, we're ready. We'll do 5 reps.
Okay.
Ready, Greenie? Go.
You better go fast, guys. Oh, we've got a right beat going on. Let's go. Get it up,
So it's just going to be synchro when it's the compete doing
Dumbbell snatch.
the dumbbell snatch, yeah?
It's just the dumbbell snatch, it's alternating.
And that
That's all we've got to change.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But then it's just like for you guys as well, a bit of a learning curve with when you're working with the programmers. Always question shit like that. That's how we had about 3 sprained ankles at
Yeah, I did
Arnold's.
ask for them to not be touching the floor.
But also that is going to start getting complaints as well, because where it goes really thick is so far down. So what we need to do is, you know where you put the rope through itself, and then round that.
So we need some ladders.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not until tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, let's go.
So we can do it
some in the morning, some in lunchtime, whatever. But that'll take it up a bit higher and hopefully off the floor.
And then we'll just drop them behind these bars rather than the top beam, so we can just pull them out nice and easy.
Yeah, so we need to get that changed tomorrow, otherwise people are going to hurt themselves.
Oh, so sorry, I was going to talk.
Is that in fact, I'm probably not bothered about scaled.
Yeah, okay.
But on the sixers, we'll change that to alternating because it's in them compete.
The issue I've got with that is fine, but you're going to have to tell them they've got to alternate at the exact same time because it'll be too hard for a judge to know who's alternating with what.
Because there's 6
No,
people.
just so long as
you are on a different. If you've got that person, and they're doing different arms, how is that judge going to know that they have or haven't alternated? So if they're all alternating, they all need to be alternating at the same side. Does that make sense?
No, you're just overcomplicating it. Just so long as the judge sees all. If you stand far enough back, you'll see that they have to alternate on the way down because you just got peripheral vision. You're not focusing on one.
All you'd be looking out for is one person just doing them like that.
Yeah. It'd ping out straight away that something's different. So you just look back and all you're really looking out for is for all 6 to be up at that point for the rep to count.
But obviously if it's a no rep, then the next side that they do is a no rep, so then they're having
don't go to...
Oh, you're not bothered about that?
That's a bullshit fucking ruling. It is. You're asking someone to do the work, which is just get the dumbbell from the floor to overhead and change arms.
Yeah.
If they go do a no rep, it doesn't matter what fucking arm they go against. Yeah, because they're doing the work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's a bullshit fucking one saying, no, you've got to go back to the correct arm. Fuck off. You're still doing work.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't bother with that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's tomorrow.
I'll wait for Rick's chip. Completely changed briefing in the morning.
Yep. Stand by. Yeah, that I was talking to like Dante and that lot for it. So Sophie did pistol, got no repped for it.
Yeah.
But she'd already started on the other, so then they no repped her. So she went back to the good leg, but then they'd gone off the last no rep.
Yeah.
So she got 4 fucking no reps in a row for nothing, for still doing the work. I hate it as a ruling. So just fuck it. And it'll
get to make your own standards
and,
up, so you're fine.
And it'll get confusing as fuck with the judge trying to look at 6 and then trying to fucking, if there is a no rep, trying to explain to them what to do. So just let it flow.
Yeah, that's...
Count it as a no rep. And
they've gone, but that's their flaw.
Cool. Well, we'll go over it with them, but they just want to... We were just saying about that, like, you know, if they get a no rep on alternating arms, they don't have to do the rep on the arm again, just so long as they've got the no rep and then it's just back to working.
Get it for like pistols or something.
Yeah.
If you're trying to synchro stuff, it's not gonna. No. You'd never know who'd done what, would you?
Oh, the lanyards, they are in our little room.
Ah, cool, okay. Right, I'll stop annoying you. I'll carry on annoying you in the morning.
I'll be happy when WOD 1 starts. It's the worst time of the day, and then when the music's on and everything starts, it's fine.
Actually on the comp floor, right in front of me. Yeah.
2 volunteers just over there, so I just need to sort something. Stella, I'll come back in 1 second.
We want those 2 lanes changed over, don't we? Cool, I'm just making sure we brief it right, that's all. Because I've got to brief 2 of the workouts for you guys. I just want to check start and finish points just to make sure I've done what I'm doing. I'm briefing what you've got the judges doing. So Matt,
Good morning.
For the lifting one, we're going to demo over here. They're going to start at the centre and run out. So
in the centre.
Yeah. So you'll start there, run out, and then do the max lift. Okay. So, welcome to Ragnarok 2023 and our new venue. So, I hope you like the new venue.
So Ragnarok, this is its 2nd year in 2023. It's our individuals, and this year we've changed it to mixed 6s. So last year we did 4s, but this year we've just changed it to have something different. We do 4s at a lot of other events, so we went with the mixed 6s route. It's our only individuals competition that we run through Battle for Middle Ground. Obviously we have the Arnolds, but it's our only BFMG individuals competition. And it runs from scaled right up to elite athletes within individuals. And then the mixed sixes is fitness, throwdown and compete again.
Ready, set, let's go. Let's go! Ready, set, let's go! Ready, set, let's go!
Yeah, so yesterday went really well, to be honest. No real problems at all that I can think of. So went smoothly, the workouts were well received. There wasn't any kind of like aggy athletes with the volunteers, that went really well. I think the only thing that's kind of hit us this weekend is being let down with volunteers, but it's belting weather, so I think a lot of them are in like beer gardens. But yeah, genuinely on the whole, it's gone really well. Just got one more day to box off and then see where we can get all this packed out before we get thrown out. So we're on a tight schedule tonight to get everything out. I think we've got to be out by 10 o'clock off the top of my head. So that means everything in here has to be from 5 to 10 gone and out. So the girls have shown me that it's going to happen. Let's see what happens. So today we have obviously the elites from yesterday as well. We've got the compete sixers, but then for the individuals we've got like the middle ground and the teens, and also we've got slightly different categories today. We've got weight workout as well, because one of our sponsors, InBody, obviously is like the weighing scales. So we've done a workout based on there where we've tried to work off body weight for once, a little bit like you would do in gymnastics, and flip that on its head a little bit, so it's ground to shoulder to overhead at body weight. So we'll kind of see how that goes. There's a little twist in there for them, so it's always good to wind them up a little bit. And then we've decided to do a like immediate elimination final. So it's one that we did before lockdown, so I think it'll have been about 2018, 2017. It was amazing, it was just such a good vibe, and we've got exactly the same kit spare. So it just seemed to, as soon as I saw the kit list, I was like, let's just revisit that workout. So it's going to be 8 teams, or 8 individuals. They're going to do burpee box jump overs, then onto the bike erg, 24 or 18 calories on that, through as fast as you can, and then onto a barbell for thrusters. Now originally we did it with dumbbells. We don't have the same dumbbells here, but we do have the barbells, so we're just going to do the whole workout with barbells. And I think it'll be kind of interesting to see the times compared to back then, and just see where the sport's moved on as well. So straight away it'll be 3 rounds through, so on round 1 there'll be 2 immediately eliminated, and we'll rejig everything down. They'll get a short rest, and then it'll go into round 2, and again 2 will be eliminated, so in the final round there'll only be 4. It'll have been cut in half by then. So should be good to watch, everything to play for, so it'll be a good laugh. Like Ragnarok just had the screw up at the end, which I'm almost at the point that I can talk about now. But yeah, it was an interesting one, because we'd done the bodyweight workout, which went down like mixed again, like it does whenever you try different concepts. And it's always painful as the event organizer, because it doesn't matter what you write, you're always going to get some people that like it and some people that hate it. But a lot were complaining about the fact that it's unfair on the larger athletes because obviously they've got a heavier barbell. Like, it's a traditional thing, and there are quite a few workouts in CrossFit that are done off body weight. You know, there's like Linda, for example. So there's quite a few there where it's a known format that's been used, and it's transferred, whether it's your full body weight or a percentage of it, onto a barbell, and it's for you to be able to shift it. So I didn't feel it was anything out of the norm. It worked well with a sponsor, which we have to as a business. It's not all just about the customers for us, unfortunately. Like, we have to put a chunk of time into making sure that relationships with sponsors go well as well. But yeah, that ended up altering the leaderboard a little bit from that.
Let's just go around the band so we're out of that sound. So 8 of you are going to start on the first round. It's going to be 21 or 18 calories on the bike erg, into 12 burpee box overs, and then 32 thrusters. 45 on the bar for men, 30 for women. So light, nice and fast round, okay? Speaking to the team then, I think what we're going to do is have the crew will change our weights, okay? Then we're going to have the light barbell as a separate barbell. The middle barbell, we'll then switch from the middle barbell and roll that in, and then it's just add the weights for the last barbell. So there's minimal chance that any crew can get the weights wrong or anything like that. There's literally one plate change included, okay?
So on Sunday we had our elite athletes were competing for 2 days, and we had a huge elite final at the end, which had so much potential to be amazing. I mean, the males won, the atmosphere, the vibe, it was huge. That final workout as well was so good. It's a knockout, so everyone was really sort of on edge, and it was so close as well at the top of the leaderboards. So you didn't have a clear winner, and it really did count. We got through the males one, Phil Roy took the win, and it was just, it was electric in there. The crowd was huge. Went on to the women's one, again, electric, everyone going crazy. Gets to the final round, Jen, bless her, gets up to the barbell and realizes it's the male's bar. And it just sort of like, you just sink. Like, it's just so disappointing. You've had this whole weekend that's been amazing, and it's just like one mistake that's been made, and it just sort of everyone sees it, and it just causes such like a huge drama, and it just sort of like the entire weekend went so well up until that point. It was kind of heartbreaking.
As Jen Muir went to pick up the barbell, she realised that it was a male barbell that had been left on the floor and loaded, which left us in a little bit of a pickle. So I ended up telling her, like, you've got to make calls on the spot like that. You don't get to like ask VAR, you don't get to do this and the other. You've got to make like calls in split seconds. So I looked at the girl, Connie, who she was pretty much tied with going into the final. And genuinely, this final was 100% for first place between these two. And she'd already managed to lift the bar and do some thrusters. So there's no way you can just tell someone to crack on, because now you've got so many discrepancies. Like, if the only way that could have gone well is if Jen had picked up the bar and somehow beaten Connie, but Connie had less weight on the bar now and was like 2 reps ahead. So there's not a chance that that's going to happen. So even if you let them both do it, you've then still got the same issue that you've got right now. You couldn't reset because people had done more work and had less rest. So even that wouldn't work. So unfortunately, you're just left in a situation. So we told them to stop. I told Jen to stop. The other girls finished theirs. And then I was left in a situation where obviously Jen hadn't managed to complete the workout. There was girls before that had used that barbell that were now saying that that's affected where their placings were, and they might have been in the final 4 had that not happened. And they all had valid points. And it was all around an innocent mistake that a tired equipment team had made, and shit happens. But unfortunately, I'm the one that's got to deal with it all.
How can that be if I was then second in that workout?
Because one person didn't lift who had been pretty much on time with you guys all the way through. So even if, what I'm getting at is if you'd have won first, the other 2 would have been second and third, so there would have only been like 1 point in it, but you're 2 points behind.
on the thing, so there would have only been 1 point in it. Potentially 2 points. So I don't think you could have gone into second, okay? Again, like, I didn't know, so I don't know what we can do over 2 rounds. But I think what we're gonna have to do, I don't know if you guys are cool about it, we genuinely can't split it, so we're gonna do like a joint first. You're okay? It's been really close through the whole weekend, and we can't tell for 100% who would have won on that one, okay? I just gotta make a call on it. So we'll do joint first. Suppose that puts you in second.
Can I just also say,
and then
that's here right now, do you want to say a big thank you to all of our judges?
It'll be Aileen, won't it?
And all of these
in third.
volunteers.
Okay. Genuinely, I'm really sorry. That shouldn't have happened. I can't do anything about it. We don't know. Yeah. But that genuinely would have been like an amazing final between you two, pushing for that as well.
Because she went unbroken on the 2 first rounds. I was like, she's going to die in the last bar. It's her purpose to split it up. And she did for the singles.
But now we can't measure it, so that's why I've got to. But
Orange, come here.
Mate, I'm going to fucking cry. I've had enough.
You've had a tough weekend.
Yeah, I've had better days. Yeah. It's a bit of a big fuck up, but there's nothing you can do, unfortunately. Like with live events, you've just got to try and make the best call for it. So, I mean, they're saying they're okay with it to me, but whether they are, I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately, it's in the realms of unknown. So you can't even. If it was a couple of bad judging calls, see you later, buddy. Well done. If there's a couple of bad judging calls or something like that, it's much easier. It's a much easier decision to make. But when someone's when it's a wrong barbell and things like that, yeah, it screwed everything up. Screwed up a lot actually, because you know there was people there that Tiffany had used that barbell twice, I think. So you got to think the extra weight lifted for those 2 rounds has a big knock-on effect. So yeah, nothing you can do about it, unfortunately, though. So hopefully we've done the best we can to make sure that people kind of get what they deserve. I have a fucking messy team. Shit, get that off. The event as a whole, the feedback has been amazing. The people that took part absolutely loved the workouts. I know we got some mixed reviews with the max shoulder to overhead for elite, but again, look, we're here to test fitness, and if you want me to just keep on repeating a clean, a jerk, and pull-ups that you see at every other event, then I'm not really trying to push the boundaries. And also, for a lot of people, we got a lot of praise for that because they like the fact that it was a play where traditionally, anything with a barbell in it, unless it's got a whole chunk of cardio, if it's just barbell work, your big lumps are gonna win it. It's a dead cert. So to put something in that meant, actually, it might not be the big lumps that beat it, I kind of liked the fact that we played on that. So it was what it was. Now we've got to talk about the fuck up, haven't we? So, yeah, the fuck up was gutting, to be honest, on multiple levels. The girls proceeded from the bike to the burpee box overs, and then they moved forward, and I think Jen was in front of Connie by like 3 seconds, next to nothing. So this was like, yes, this is what we want. It's 2 girls battling out for first place, like literally destroying themselves, never putting that barbell down or putting it down as little as possible. Everything mattered. And Jen got to a bar, went to pick it up, put her hands around and was like, it's a male barbell. And I was just like, what? And at this point I was a good, 10 meters or so away. So the judge, she was talking to the judge who was like, blah, 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 and started pointing towards the barbell. And I was like, I don't get it, because we checked the plates to make sure everything was right. So I moved forward and I was like, what's wrong? And I couldn't hear because of the noise, because I'm old and deaf. So I checked the plates and I was like, I don't get what's wrong. And then that's when I heard Jen say that it was a male barbell, and I looked and put my hands around and I was like, Jesus. And you could see the female barbell like just off the platform at the front. And you've got like seconds for you to make a decision. And in all credibility, like all due respect, I think it's like my training in the military that hopefully lets me make these decisions nice and fast and run so many scenarios through my head in like split seconds. So within the next sort of like 3 to 5 seconds, I quickly ran through in my head how the leaderboard was and whether it'd affect third and fourth place. I looked to my right to see that Connie had already done, I think it was 2 thrusters at that time. So even if Jen had cracked on, she's now using a heavier barbell and 2 thrusters behind. So it's pretty much a dead cert that Connie's gonna beat her. And then you've got more of a controversy of people saying, but she did the work. And then you've got to explain to everybody, but there was a wrong barbell. So I just thought it was better really. And genuinely, we couldn't have got Jen to do it afterwards because we don't know how hard they would have both pushed being next to each other compared to one person just going, who even, like as I spoke to Connie afterwards, she stopped because she was confused as to why Jen wasn't picking the bar up. So even if we'd have timed her reps doing it, it still wouldn't have been comparable to Jen doing it. So we just couldn't, there was no way. I couldn't, if I'd have stopped it and restarted it, you've still got athletes that have done more work than Jen and got the same amount of rest, in fact less rest than Jen. So then you've created another controversy if Jen then goes and beats on a restart. It was one of those where I'm not gonna sit there and blame anyone. That's just a bullshit fucking excuse. You're the event organizer, the buck lies with you. It's tired volunteers that have made a slight error and shit happens. It's a live event, we can't take time back. So you just got to come up with the best solution. So from an event point of view, it made us, I think, not quite look as professional as I would have liked. But everybody that I've spoken to since, and I've had a lot of people reach out and message me and stuff, thought that it was dealt with properly. It was, stepped up to, no fucking excuses given, no, it's somebody's fault, this, that and the other. I ain't got time for that shit. It ain't the way I work. So it was like, something's happened, let's just make it right. Let's try and do the best decision for the people that's been affected. So yeah, live events sometimes go a little bit wrong, but I think we dealt with it properly, got everybody what I think they deserved, and then it's learn those lessons, get them ticked off, make an extra check protocol maybe for if we do workouts like that, and move on. Nuku was, it was pretty painful from start to finish, if I'm honest.
So Nuku challenge, that was a new one for us this year.
There was no water for people, which he'd told us there was a water sponsor, so everyone's supposed to have drinking water. That wasn't there. We didn't have power. It was an absolute joke.
We was broke back then, but never been back. Ay, tell them that nobody's safe. Gotta put food on the plates. Right now I'm taking this.
And our kit didn't arrive until, I want to say, 10 o'clock on the Friday evening.
Just been catching the cases, and it's already too late.
We desperately try to pull this shit together for you because we don't do shit clothes, alright?
Avoid all the obstacles. Block it, get hotter than tropical. Ay, do what it takes. We taking it too.
Let's see how the chaos goes tomorrow.
Breaking the rules. Cannot be the broke man.
What was the leg down?
Oh, that's cute.
This is why we get no work done. Mid-discussing, that's cute!
Never been back. Ay, yeah, remember what the people said. Anything for the bread, in jail or dead. Triple shot to the head, ain't believe in the kid. Never seen what